Game 12 here in Greenville, North Carolina. Negros Occidental Little League from Bacolod City, Philippines will face the Wilcox Little League team from Wilcox, Arizona, representing the West. This West team is already 1-1. They beat Pennsylvania 2-1, and then were shut out by Rhode Island in their last game. The Philippines, they're 0-1. They lost to North Carolina, looking to advance. This is an elimination game here.
Zona, they're planning to be here all day today and have 2 games.
And Williams gets her first strikeout of Audrey Colleen Matadong for the first out of the frame for West.
This is a big deal too for Lily.
Performance. Team from Greensburg, Pennsylvania, able to squeak that out. And there's back-to-back strikeouts for Williams, 2 away for West.
Watch this Philippines team compete and be teammates with each other.
Tapped back to Williams, fielder position, and there's the third out of the frame. 2 strikeouts for Lily Williams, a 1-2-3 inning. When we come back, Aguirre pops it up just over shortstop. It's gonna get down. A perfectly placed leadoff base hit for the West today.
Well, and why that plays a part.
That one ping-pongs behind the plate. So Aguirre takes second. Go ahead, Amanda.
Is because you can pitch 12 innings in a day. Like, that is the Little League pitching rules. You can pitch 12.
DeCumber hits a line drive into center, gets past the center fielder. So Aguirre's gonna head for home. McCumber's on second, and the West take an early 1-0 lead, and RBI for McCumber.
Line drive of a swing here. She just shortens up her swing and crushes this ball. Lets that pitch get deep, hits it hard to center field, and pushes across the first run of this game quickly. Hattie McCumber not in the circle today, but already affecting this game at the plate in a big way.
Jammed in on her hands, on the ground to second. Charlize Barlita makes the play. McCumber advances to third, 1 away.
This play should be going.
It's an 0-2 count to Larson. And there's called strike 3. The first strikeout for Tamba in the circle, second out of the frame.
Look at Tamba come back after the first 2 runners reach. They got to hit each other.
And 2 pitches high over the head of the catcher. McCumber will slide in for the second run for West. Good jump by McCumber over at third.
And it seemed like that ball just stuck in her hand. Such a late release, and then she forgot to cover home. Don't think there would have been a play at the plate anywhere in the stands, but couldn't finish those games, but they got to see him live, up and close and personal.
That pitch misses outside, a 2-out walk for Benavides. A 10-pitch at bat.
He has rolled through for the past couple of days.
Medrano right down the third base line. Just fell. Third base umpire Anthony Thornton. This will be the 8th pitch of the at bat, making Tamba work. That's hit, 1 hopper to short. They go over to second and get the out. Great job by Matarong to get, because West is hoping to win this game and play later today and use Hattie McCumber. Swinging at the first pitch and hitting it on the ground through the middle. Corel Grace Sabon will get things started for the Philippines. Leadoff base hit.
I feel like I've written down year after year after year. They go from
Sabon takes second, slides in, safe under the tag. Aguirre, Jaylene Aguirre is behind the plate for the West. I'm sure a ton of butterflies to be in the Little League Softball World Series. It's popped up on the infield, over at second, it's gonna bounce down. That's gonna allow Sabon to come over to third. And now you're gonna see Palmera take second on the play.
Ramirez.
Tamba lays down the bunt right in front of the plate. She's gonna be safe. They go to second though. The throw bounces off the glove. And so the Philippines score a run, creating chaos on the bases by the Tamba bunt. Sabon comes home and the Philippines are on the board. It's 2-1.
Great bunt and execution by Tamba. The pitcher lays down that bunt beautifully and causes havoc because Lily Williams thought that that was going to be a squeeze play and the play was going to be at home. She would have had an out at first base, but not great communication there, and then that extra throw made.
Another bunt by Charisse Barlita. She's out over at first, but the runners advance again to May Osanova. That one's going to get away from Aguirre coming home, and we've got a tie ball game. This feels like the Philippines style of play, Amanda, creating some chaos, moving the ball, and now they're all tied up.
It's a little short game, using their speed, putting pressure on this defense to make plays.
There's a bunt right down the first baseline. Williams picks it up. It's in time for the out. The run comes home, and the Philippines take a lead. It's 3-2.
I just love it when teams are dedicated to using small ball, to using the short game. Another perfect bunt down the first base line. The first baseman, Larson, was anchored back, so Williams has to cover that full side. But how about the Philippines taking the lead?
On television in the United States. That's hit on the ground over at first base. Julianne Larson will make the play. The Philippines, though, getting on the board. Their first runs. They have the lead as we head to the bottom.
Travel problems, Danny. They had to turn right back around and play. They're great catch.
Line drive, one pitch, one out. Stephanie Aguilar was the leadoff batter. Good reaction time from Jules, scoring 3 runs over the West. That's hit on the ground over to shortstop. Matarong with the throw. How about that arm from the shortstop for Philippines? 2 away.
Well, you know how this works, Danny, is that the energy that you get on offense now comes into your defense.
Love to help these young women reach their dreams. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count.
Well, and they are so tight-knit as Faith Tamba. Well, they're basically doing 2-a-days at school.
Right down the line to third base, a strong throw. The defense for the Philippines showing off. Sabon makes the play. They'll hope to try to get something going, but the Philippines, they've created some momentum for themselves. Right now, Jaylene Resente is in the box leading off for Asia Pacific, but Williams gets the strikeout. There's 1 away. Monica Abbott, her favorite player. Swing and a miss. So back-to-back strikeouts for Lily Williams. That's what the West needs her to do. They want to get back. Right back to Williams. She's fielded her position well. Takes her time for the out. A 1-2-3 inning for the West. We are headed to the bottom of the 3rd and close down the line. So Nielsen comes back. That one's popped in the air just to the glove again. Matarong over at short with the quick hands and stays down. Field, but everyone does get a chance to bat and to play the game. Swing and a miss, the strikeout for Tamba, 2 away. Hits it in the air to left. Foul territory, the grab. Joy May Pasante runs a long way for the 3rd out of the frame. Make it even better. Pasante lays down the bunt in front of Williams. She's down the line, slides into the bag, and is called safe. She probably could have run through it, but she chose to slide, and the leadoff runner is aboard.
Yeah, she definitely could have.
Her thing is getting to know and meet players from other countries. Deadens it down the line. Another perfectly placed bunt. No one's over at 3rd. The ball's going to get away. Some interference as she comes home to score for the Philippines. Joy May Pasante getting it done. The leather, the lumber, and her feet. The Philippines are up 4-2.
Another bunt, and this is kind of crazy play. Great base running by Moiko out of the box to avoid hitting that ball, and third base is open. So Pasante takes an extra 60 feet, forces that extra throw as nobody was there. A little obstruction that went on too with McCumber, and she scores to now take a 2-run lead.
Infield's in. She squares and pulls it back. It gets away from Aguirre, and another run for Negros Occidental Little League is in. Moicos scores 5-2.
Man, this is so huge for the Philippines, just continuing to execute their short game and take advantage of some mistakes in Arizona's defense. Look at their energy. I love the way that the dugout is just...
It's a 1-2 count to Chantal and Tira. And Tira struck out in her first at bat. Swing and a miss. So Hattie McCumber comes into the circle, calms things down a little bit. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Hattie McCumber. She is a machine in the circle, so Arizona goes with her. They're gonna try to keep it close. Hits it hard on the ground through the left side. And McCumber, that big bat, leather in the lumber coming into play here as a leadoff base hit.
You can't hit it much harder.
Popped up to left field. Coming in, making that grab. Joyme Pasante, and Hattie McCumber goes back to first.
Sure, her heart stopped.
That's hit on the infield to short. Matarong makes the grab. 2 outs for the line drive back up the middle. Caught. Matarong picks it up, steps on second. That's what happens when you're a shortstop and you are that good. And they took the lead, so now McCumber takes over. She had back-to-back strikeouts to end the fourth. That's in the air. It's gonna get down to left field. Sabon, she's dancing over at second, decides to go and slides in. She's called out. Wow. Oh. She slid head first. It is not allowed.
She's proven it all week.
Swing and a miss. There it is. Strike 3. 2 away for the West. Wow, I'm still caught on Lina and her favorite athlete, Amanda Scarborough. How about that? A bunt swing, drops down. The throw from McCumber strong. There's 3 outs for the West, and we are headed to... It's a high pop-up just on the lip of the left side of the field, and Matarong with that glove makes the first out.
And at this point, if you're the Philippines, you just have to travel over 24 hours of travel for the Philippines to get here to Greenville.
0-2 count to Aguilar. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Faith Tamba, just her third.
That they have, they put up the #1 after that one.
Palmera squares around in the air, caught by Palmera. The defense for the Philippines is on point. 6 pitches leading off for the Philippines. It's a 2-2 count. And there's another strikeout for McCumber, her 4th of the day, the 8th for the West.
Later after this game represents the Southeast region.
Whew. That one gets Diaz on the hands. She's gonna take first base. Uncharacteristic of Hattie McCumber, and also of the Little League Softball World Series. We haven't had many hit by down in the top of the 6th. There's another strike to Resente, 2-2 the count. Runners taking off for second. The throw from McCumber. There's a collision. But Diaz is called out. Things down for the Wilcox Little League team. There's called third strike on the outside part of the plate. But strikeout for McCumber, 9 for the West. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, they're down to their last 3 outs.
That the game is on the line, that your season is on the line.
Sanchez not on the team last year. Swing and a miss for the strikeout, 1 away for the Philippines. That's it right in front of the plate, coming out from behind, and the throw from Palmera. And there's 2 away for the Philippines. Arizona down to their last out with Aaliyah Nielsen batting. She hits it in the air to second, and that's gonna be it for the Philippines. They come back after trailing 2-0. They win this elimination game 5-2 over Arizona. So many hugs and smiles from this team. It's their first win since 2022 at the Little League Softball World Series.
Oh my gosh, their dancing, their smiles, their hugs, their cheers, their connection with this Filipino community that is out here to support them. They traveled 9,000 miles to get here, and they love to play this sport, whether they win or lose. But let's face it, winning feels a whole lot better. Their hard work pays off. Get this win against Arizona.
Wilcox Little League should be so proud of themselves representing an entire state. The first